An agent of a secret organization has made the softer parts of his body very hard, and now he's ready to conquer the entire world with it. Want to see how he'll do it? Then let's get started. 5 years ago, Johnny English was MI7's top agent, but he failed in an important mission and retreated to the Tibetan monastery to cope with the disgrace. There, he underwent intense training, endured countless grueling exercises, and achieved incredible progress. He is ready to return to MI7. Johnny arrives in Britain and meets his new boss, Pamela Thornton, nicknamed Pegasus. Their first meeting doesn't go well. He accidentally throws Pamela's cat out of the window. Fortunately, the cat is unharmed. English meets the company psychologist, Kate Summer, but he doesn't make a good impression on her either. Pegasus explains that they have received information about an impending assassination attempt on the Chinese Prime Minister. They need to uncover all the details. Johnny meets his colleagues and good friend Simon Ambrose. He is provided with a variety of the latest technology and equipment created by the genius inventor Patch Quatermain. English is shown an armored Rolls-Royce with a full set of ammunition. The car follows his voice commands. Our hero will also have an assistant, Junior Agent Tucker. The same night, English and Tucker fly to Hong Kong and head to the most popular casino. He buys chips and tries to find his informant. It's supposed to be a Chinese man wearing glasses, but there are many of them. While English is trying to figure out who he's looking for, his informant is eliminated. English notices a chip in the informant's hand with an address on it. He heads there and finds a hotel where the former CIA agent Fisher is hiding. The man reveals that the assassination attempt on the Chinese Prime Minister is organized by the group Vortex, which consists of the world's top assassins. It turns out that Vortex has a secret weapon that can only be unlocked with 3 keys. One of these keys is hanging around Fisher's neck. At that moment, an elderly female assassin disguised as a maid eliminates Fisher. English tries to chase down the assassin while her accomplice takes away Fisher's key. English and Tucker chase the thief and find him on the hotel room. The thief is agile as a ninja, jumping from roof to roof. English heroically continues the pursuit, but the thief is determined not to give up. He jumps down from the roof and steals a motorboat. English pursues the thief on a large yacht and shoots a special explosive dart into his boat. The thief falls into the water. English finds him on a nearby barge and engages in hand-to-hand combat. Soon the thief's accomplices join in. English is forced to fight against 4 opponents at once, but he handles it brilliantly. The villain is defeated, and the key is with our hero again. He and Tucker return to London to report everything to Pamela. English recalls some details of his failed mission in Mozambique. A criminal sneaks aboard and takes one of the stewardess hostage. Using her uniform, he steals English's key. Our hero arrives at the MI7 meeting and reports all the gathered information to his supervisors. He wants to show Pamela the key, but his suitcase is empty. The Vortex agents arrive in London to eliminate English. Our hero spots a cleaner with a vacuum cleaner, mistakes her for the assassin from Hong Kong and attacks her. The problem is, it turns out to be Pamela's mother. English apologizes to the poor old woman, but now in her place the real assassin is standing there. English chases after the criminal, but once again makes a mistake and tackles Pamela's mother. It's a disaster. Kate Summer offers help to English. She believes in him and wants to use hypnosis to help him remember what really happened 5 years ago in Mozambique. English travels back in time. On that day in Mozambique, Chambal became the new president. Everything was going smoothly, and our hero was enjoying himself with an attractive woman. At that moment, someone fired a bullet at the new president. Chaos ensued. But what happened before that? English remembers seeing another Vortex agent. He was a former KGB member and Fisher's assistant named Artem Karlenko. English and Tucker immediately set out to search for the treacherous agent. The man is very wealthy, owns a private golf club and pretends to be a millionaire Sergei Pudovkin. They meet on a golf course near London and decide to play around. It's clear that English is not a very experienced player. The same assassin from Hong Kong appears on the golf course. This time she's holding not a vacuum cleaner but a lawn mower. Using it as a weapon, she seriously injures Karlenko. English and Tucker rush Karlenko to the hospital in his private helicopter. The insane assassin tries to shoot them down, but she fails. The navigation system malfunctions, and they are forced to travel on the roof of an ambulance instead. English finds a second key in Karlenko's pocket. The criminal manages to say that the third key is with a traitor in MI7 before he dies. English urgently heads to MI7 headquarters. He participates in a conference with the British Prime Minister and reports all the gathered information to his supervisors. During dinner, English and Ambrose have a friendly chat, and English shows his key to his colleague. He expresses a big desire to learn the traitor's identity. Tucker calls him to the bathroom. The junior agent informs our hero that he suspects Ambrose. Ambrose enters the bathroom and Tucker points his weapon at him. It turns out Tucker had Karlenko's phone and discovered that he and Ambrose were both in Mozambique during the assassination attempt on the president. Ambrose responds that he works in a super-secret department of highly classified agency, and he is sure that the traitor is Quatermain. English believes Ambrose and sends Tucker away. Furthermore, he voluntarily hands over the key to his colleague. Now, the traitor has all three keys. But that's not all. Ambrose calls Pamela and says that the third member of Vortex is Johnny English. Johnny heads to a church and finds Quatermain there. The two men argue about which one of them is the traitor. Suddenly, MI7 agents burst into the church and capture English. Our hero uses Quatermain's wheelchair to escape. Fortunately, the inventor had turned into a real racing machine. English even had to put on a helmet and buckle up. The man escapes from the chase and hides in Kate Summers' apartment. Meanwhile, Ambrose prepares everything necessary for the assassination of the Chinese Prime Minister. The triple key opens a safe containing a special capsule. Soon, we'll find out what it is. English regains consciousness and sees that Cade has bandaged his wounds. Together, they rewatch the footage from the failed mission in Mozambique, and notice that the criminal died immediately after the shot. Moreover, before the assassination attempt, he behaved very strange, as if he couldn't control his own body. It seems he was under the influence of a special mind control drug. English and Kate have dinner together, and romantic feelings begin to develop between them. Ambrose visits Kate and she hides English in the bedroom before leaving with the MI7 agent. Our hero finally remembers that he also saw Ambrose in Mozambique. He is the real traitor. English hears the sound of a vacuum cleaner. Oh no, it's the same assassin from Hong Kong. The man has to jump into the trash chute to escape from the crazy old woman. Dirty English rushes to Tucker and apologizes for his naivety. He begs the young agent to help him save the Chinese Prime Minister. Together, they steal English's Rolls-Royce and rush to Switzerland. There, in the impregnable fortress of La Bastion, the Prime Minister's negotiations are set to take place. Our heroes infiltrate the second area, but English accidentally activates his emergency beacon. The guards realize that the intruders have infiltrated the fortress. English orders Tucker to knock him out and place him in a body bag so they can be taken inside. Meanwhile, the criminals pour the contents of the secret capsule into someone's drink. It's intended for Pegasus. At the right moment, English and Tucker knock out the guards. Our hero escapes in a body bag and bursts into the room where Pegasus is sitting. He warns his boss about the threat, but she doesn't believe him. Ambrose and his accomplices burst into the room. English grabs his gun and drinks the beverage intended for Pegasus. Immediately, he starts having a seizure. He loses complete control over himself. Soon, our hero freezes and obeys Ambrose's every command. At the traitor's order, he knocks out Pegasus and takes her place as the interpreter. One of the assassins tries to eliminate Tucker, but the young agent swaps the gun in her hand for a banana and disarms her. Ambrose orders English to eliminate the Chinese Prime Minister using a gun disguised as a lipstick. English immediately starts applying lipstick, then transforms it into a gun and points the weapon at the Prime Minister. Recalling his lessons from the monastery, our hero fights against the effects of the mind-altering drug. Tucker interrupts the communication channel between Ambrose and English with lively upbeat music. Immediately, our hero starts dancing. Over the air, Ambrose's voice orders English to eliminate the Prime Minister. Everyone hears this and realizes who the real traitor is. English manages to resist the dangerous drug, and instead of shooting the Prime Minister, he shoots Ambrose, who is trying to escape. Afterward, he collapses and loses consciousness. The medics are unable to help. English shows no signs of life. Then, Summer appears and revives the man with a passionate kiss. He instantly gets up and chases after Ambrose using his parachute, then a quad bike. They fight on the cable car. English defeats his enemy, but falls out of the cabin. Ambrose shoots at him, but our hero uses his spy umbrella as a bulletproof shield. It turns out that it's not just a shield, but a missile launcher. English launches a missile and destroys the cabin with Ambrose. Vortex is defeated. The Queen restores English's knightly title. During the ceremony, the killer from Hong Kong disguised as the Queen attacks English with a sword. However, after the failed attack, she flees. Our hero catches the real Queen and suddenly notices that the royal guards have caught the killer. Only then does he realize his mistake.